Now to check in with Marina Jurica for our weather, and I see some rain activity behind you. I wasn't expecting that.
I know, and so that's right. Remnants of Tropical Storm Juliette starting to push into far southern California. So San Diego getting some rain on this Thursday morning, and that'll eventually start to lift. But this is why we're starting out cloudy across our entire area this morning, and it is a little warmer out there as a result. But right now, everything is staying just a little towards our south, but it will start to shift a little further towards the north, and it is going to be hard pressed. So our southern counties are going to get the best chance to see some of that rain throughout Orange County and the Inland Empire, but we'll keep a close eye on it throughout the day. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of rain because we do so desperately need it. But live look at LAX out there at the Horseshoe. We're at 69 degrees with cloudy skies, and we'll be cloudy for a good part of the day today. So clouds act as a nice little blanket. They keep our temperatures warmer in the morning, but then they keep them cooler in the afternoon. So if you're out and about this early, we are a little bit warmer by about 5 degrees than we were yesterday, with a lot of 60s and 70s already out there. But we're only going to warm up into the 80s and 90s as we push into the day, and there'll be very few 90s at that. But you can see a few degrees warmer everywhere, especially up in the Antelope Valley. So for the next 4 hours in Los Angeles, upper 60s to low 70s with mostly cloudy skies. We will stay mostly cloudy for the bulk of the day and maybe even get a stray shower or two. For the Inland Empire, you will be mostly cloudy for the entire day, and you could even see an isolated storm because you're a little closer to that tropical moisture that's moving in from Juliette. So high temperatures today are going to be pretty much right at average, if not below, with a high of 86 in LA, Ontario 86 as well, and Lancaster at a nice 92 degrees. So remnants of Juliette, you can see, are off the coast of Baja, really right there at the Mexico-California border. High pressure is just waiting. It is waiting to dominate our Labor Day weekend. So we'll be cloudy and cooler with some showers today, but then quiet and warm as we head into the weekend. A lot of our inland communities are going to creep right back into those triple digits again, which I'll show you here in just a moment. But at least for the day today, we'll be tracking a couple showers, putting our next weather futurecast in motion at 9:40. You can see that it starts to move up our coastline. So here at about early morning, anywhere from after release 7, 8 o'clock, we'll start to see a few sprinkles along our coastline and into the Inland Empire. And we will be looking at that starting to spread a little bit further into Orange County and the IE around 2:20 this afternoon. But those dynamics could definitely move into parts of LA and Ventura County. We'll just have to wait and see later on today. But for the next 7 days, we are going to be looking at some really nice quiet weather for Labor Day weekend. For the LA and OC Metro, we'll be in the 90s tomorrow, but then we'll cool just a touch over the weekend before we bump back up to 90 on Labor Day. So upper 80s to right about 90. And then if you're making plans in the valleys for that nice long weekend, it's going to be hot. We're going to be looking at 102 on Saturday, 103 on Sunday, and 102 on Monday before we slowly start to cool as we head into the middle of the week. You will be the least affected by the remnants of Juliette. So you'll get a couple clouds this morning, and then those will head on out of here by later on this afternoon. But it is going to be very hot inland for our valley locations and the upper 90s for the Inland Empire. And like I said, you guys have the best chance this afternoon to pick up on an isolated storm. So we'll watch out for that as we progress into the day for you. But otherwise 90s all the way through your Labor Day. So it'll be warm but seasonal. And then we'll see a chance for some isolated storms on Tuesday and Wednesday. But for the desert, the mountains, and the beaches, you are going to be looking at, once again, a chance for some showers today, as well as an isolated storm because of the remnants of that tropical system, but then a nice Labor Day weekend ahead. Back to you.